I've been a real estate agent for a long time, in and out, never really landed the right place or the right opportunity, never really found the place to be, if you will. And I feel like this is the place to be. I just like to know where to get started. I'm going to be joining EXP actually. I'm leaving Keller Williams, a great company, but I'm going to be joining EXP and under you, by the way. And I like to just know where to start. I'm going to watch the. I was having an issue with login last two times, but I seem to be all right with the logins. But where to start? And I'm going to watch the replays, but where to start as I kind of rebranding myself. Since I've been in and out of this business for a long time, kind of considering myself new again because this business is always evolving, it's always changing, and I want to kind of get back into the swing of things, and I just want to know where to start, like how to start, where to start, like beginning again, if you will. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm saying Ursula, but I feel like I'm not pronouncing it right.
It's right though. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So and by the way, we're gonna hold space for you. So what that means, guys, is we're all gonna be sending Ursula positive energy. We're gonna be sending our prayers to Ursula because we love Ursula, and she's home. She's with family. And Ursula, you mentioned where to start.
Yes.
Many times. Did y'all hear how many times she said that? Like 4 or 5 times.
Yes.
And so tell me where you are now. Tell me about where you've been in the past. Like, how long have you been in the business?
Since 1996.
Okay.
It was licensed in 1996. And if you will believe that I've never been able to come across any kind of opportunities in any company I've been with in this business. No matter how I've tried or what I've done, it always seems to be never really, always somebody else got the piece of the pie. And I'm not saying that there's not enough out there for everybody, because I'm a firm believer in that. But, I just never had the opportunity myself. I really can't explain why. I got licensed in October of 1996, and this is 20-something years later, and I'm still in the same spot. It's like unbelievable to me, but it is what it is, I guess. So I had to work other jobs just to get by because of that. And, and people would tell me all the time, this is a sink or a swim business. This is a shark business. This is that. And they would be like, they weren't helpful, because they would think that I would take their listings, or I would take their business, or I would dominate their area. And I wasn't trying to do anything like that. I was just trying to get a deal. I wasn't trying to take over by anybody's business. I was just trying to make money too, like everybody else. I was just never given. I'm not saying a woe is me story here. I just was never given a real chance. I started with Coldwell Banker, and they just wasn't working.
Yeah.
Never worked.
So here's what's happened, Ursula. So you've been chasing success.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
As if it's running away from you. But here's what I want you to understand. Success loves. I call her. She loves to be with people that appreciate her and desire her. Success wants you. Success desires you. But there's something that now, has this been a pattern from childhood for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up. Well, younger. I was told go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a good degree. I have 2 degrees, Mr. Williams, and they haven't made me any money. I have 2 college degrees, and they have not made me any money. I have an associate's degree, I have a bachelor's degree, and it has not made me any money. So
yeah.
7 years of college for what?
Yeah. No, and the degree won't make you money. It's and so there's an issue here that hasn't really been dealt with. Okay, and it's a childhood issue. It's something. There's a trauma. Okay, and this is a typical. I've had it. I was I was beaten as a child. I was told I was
I'm
worthless. I'd never
sorry.
amount to anything.
I'm
And
so sorry to hear that.
and
Yeah.
well, it's just part of our story, Ursula.
Right.
It's just part of who we are. And I was told, boy, you'll never amount to anything. And so I lived a life where I said, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to get. But what I realized was I wasn't really living for me, Ursula. I was living for the naysayers and to try to prove them
Right.
wrong. And people will do things like go to college for 12 years. I've seen
Mhm.
some just to prove mom and dad, whatever. And when you look at the 5 regrets of the dying, the number one regret is I wish I would have lived a life or had the courage to live a life that was true to me and myself instead of living the life that others wanted for me. Okay, that's the
Right.
number one regret. The number two regret, I wish I hadn't worked so hard. Number two regret of the dying people on their deathbed. So for you, Ursula, what's holding you back from success? Success desires you. You have it. I know you said this person let you down, that company. What was there a trauma? Did something happen to you where there was a point in time where this occurred, or has it just been a pattern
I think it's just been
from?
a pattern. I think I've had hardworking parents, but they always just held on to the belief of job security. There's never really anything as job security. You can work somewhere for 30 years and they could fire you. There's no
Right?
job security anywhere.
Especially not now. Not now.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you might have
Right.
you might have held on to that back in the
Right.
70s or 80s maybe, but not
Right.
anymore. Not at all.
Right.
Not at all.
It's not the world we
So
live in. Yeah.
tell me
Mhm.
about your parents. Did they have something similar? Like, do you know much about how they grew up?
Yes, they working. Their parents. My mom's dad was a farmer, and my dad's dad owned a bus company. And they were always just taught, just work, just go to work, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Nothing about business, nothing about, you know, making it out there and learning about different, things about business and how to make money or anything like that. It
Yeah.
was just keep work, 9 to 5, work for the man, job.
Yeah. Well,
And that's what they
yeah.
told me, you know.
So what has to happen here for you, Ursula, to achieve the success that you say you want?
Hmm.
And I phrase it that way specifically. It's the success you say you want. A lot of my students say they want certain success, and most of them sabotage themselves. And remember we talked about that. Sometimes the enemy is the inner me.
Right,
you know,
right.
and so there's we call it almost like a price point. Like there's an exercise we do sometimes where we say in coaching we say, at what point would you say a hotel is too expensive or too cheap? For example, Ursula, would you stay at a hotel that was, $59 a night?
Yes,
Okay.
probably.
39 a night?
Yes.
Okay. So many of us, but there's a point at which, so you would stay at a hotel that was 29 a night?
Yes.
Okay. So this is beyond probably the scope of this call, Ursula. But what's happened is, you've allowed yourself to get yourself into it. I mean, it's not, we all do this, but it's an oscillating pattern. You know what an oscillating pattern is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what you're in. It's a loop.
Yeah.
And the
Yes,
only
I
way for you to have success, it's not by joining Mentorship Masters. It's not by joining EXP. It's not by signing up with Knolly Williams. Oh, Knolly Williams I'm not going to help you succeed. I'm going to help you succeed. Let me take that back. I am going to help you succeed, but I'm not going to be the cause of your success.
Got it. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. Yes.
This is an opportunity for you to transform. Now let me put it the other way. Would you stay at a hotel that was 300 a night?
No. Probably not.
Okay. Would you? Okay. So this is there's many of us, and there was a point in time where I would never stay at a hotel unless it was 29 a night. It was 29 or 29 was my
Yeah.
limit. Now it's like I don't even start looking at them unless they're in the 200 range, because I already know what to expect. You see what I'm saying? So it's just a shift that happens over time, and it's just a little test that we do sometimes. So there is a point of time, Ursula, where you stop valuing yourself, where you stopped believing in you, you stopped putting the ownership of your success, okay, on yourself, squarely on you. You know, you are the captain of your ship. You are the one that is going to sail your ship in or not. You know, people say, well, that's God that does that. Well, you know, you could say that, but I know when Jesus went to the rich young ruler, he said, hey, here's what it's going to take. If you want to be down with me and my boys, you're going to have to do this. And the guy turned away and walked away. And there was nothing. Now, Jesus could have gone after him, but he didn't. Okay, Ursula. So the reality is, this is something that, you know, you have to make a decision. You have to know what you want. Do you know what you want?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
What is it that you desire?
Just to make it, to prove also to others, that my naysayers, that I've been in and out of this for a long time, but you know, it doesn't mean that I won't ever one day make it in this business, because I feel like if I'm always coming back into this business, that means that there's something there that's attracting me to it. So I mean, who wants to keep working a dead-end job? You know, I want to be in the business, you know.
Yeah. So right there, you're telling me what you don't want. What I want is what you want.
Success.
I don't want a dead-end job. I don't want people telling me I can't make it. That's good that you know what you don't want, but what do you want? What do you desire?
Time freedom.
Freedom.
Freedom. Yeah.
All right.
To be able to do the things that I want when I want. I think we all want that.
Well, I mean, you can just quit your job and just become a beach bum and do that, right? I mean,
true, but then you won't have any money if you do that.
Yeah.
You're a time freedom. You want to have money to be able to do so, right? Sorry, I should have said that.
Yeah. No, Ursula, you're not clear on what you want. Okay.
I guess not.
This is why the universe can't deliver it to you. If you go to a restaurant, I was at a restaurant last night, and the guy said, what do you want? I said, I want the red snapper. I want the rice and beans with it. And I want some French fries. Okay. I don't normally eat like that, but it's my first night on the Caribbean, and I'm going to get down.
Nice.
Right?
Nice. Of course.
I told him, and I wanted a cocktail, a whiskey, whatever it was. It was kind of weird, but I wanted it. And that's what I wanted. Now, if I would have told him, you know, I want this. No, I really want that. No, I kind of want that. You know what? This guy doesn't want me to have that, so I'm just going to order it just to prove to him that I can have, you know. The waiter would have just said, sir, when you're ready, I'll be back. You see, that's what the universe is telling you. Ursula, when you're ready, we'll be back to take your order.
I never thought about it that way.
That's what the universe is telling you. And it's been telling you the same message for 25 years.
For 25 years.
You're coming back. And you said you want to start. You said it 4 times or 5 maybe. I'm trying to start. I'm trying to start.
Right.
I'm trying to start. You've been trying to start for 25 years. And all you're trying to start is to place your order. All you have to do right now, have you listened to Your Wish Is Your Command?
Not yet. I was having login issues, but I am today. That's for sure.
Okay. You see, and I already know you haven't listened to it. Right?
Yeah.
Because a lot, what that's going to help you do, Ursula, and there's every fiber in your being does not want you to listen to that. Doesn't want you to have anything to do with it. You're going to say it sucks. This is crazy. This is woo woo. This ain't Christian. All this kind of stuff's going to come up in your head, or whatever it is that comes up for you, because there is a part of you that wants to remain small. The little you wants to stay little. It's like, no, you can't do that. Hey, wait, stop. That's too big of a risk. You can't, you know. But there's the big me. You know what the big me is? That's your soul. That's your soul. See, your soul wants to dance, wants to perform, wants to shine, wants to be the Ursula that came to this realm. You didn't come to this realm to just spin and vacillate and struggle. You're not here for that. You're here to shine.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so So listen
Wow.
to your wishes, your command,
Oh yes.
and know what it is that you desire. Until you know what it is that you truly desire, and you really do desire it, that's when the universe can come back. Ursula, are you ready to place your order now?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
And
Yes,
they're
I
going to
am.
deliver. It's going to deliver your
Thank
order
you
to
for
you.
that. Actually, thank you. I did never realize that. Thank you. That was
You're
eye-opening.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Eye-opening.
welcome.
Thank you.
Bless you. Bless you,
You
Ursula.
too. Thank you.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, I want to invite you out to Knolly Coaching Club. That's right. The Knolly Coaching Club is where I'm able to teach, train, and coach you to your ultimate greatness. Go to knollycoaching.com and I'll see you on the inside.